Hello, and welcome back as I return to prosecuting the only reasonable welcome for an unannounced guest in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM War of the Chosen. And right now somebody's like, hey Pete, you know, you've got an uninvited guest, admittedly, but like you're shooting at them and you've killed several. And to that I reply, exactly. The moral of the story here is, you know, just don't drop by my house. If you want to call and ask to come over, okay, that's fine. Or even just text me and warn me that you are coming over. That's fine. I can deal with that, and probably without a, you know, significant level of violence. But if you just drop by, like just show up on my doorstep without giving me a little bit of warning, that's not cool, man. It's 2018. In fact, I'm pretty sure the unannounced drop-by at this point may constitute a capital crime. And if you do it at my place, you just, you know, be prepared to dodge some gunfire. That's all I'm gonna say. And if that gunfire happens to hit you, I really don't think any court in the world is gonna convict me of a crime, because they're gonna be like, nah, it's 2018. You can see the courtroom scene like playing out. It's just like the judge stands, he's like, Mr. Pete, you stand accused of attempted murder. How do you plead? And I'd be like, not guilty, Your Honor. The defendant showed up at my house. Well, I guess they wouldn't be the defendant, I would be. But you'd get to the victim showed up at my house unannounced, and, you know, I just reacted. It was just a natural sort of thing. It kind of happened. It wasn't deliberate or anything. And then the judge would be like, wait, they showed up unannounced? They didn't even, like, shoot you a text or something first to give you a little heads up? I'd be like, no, sir, Your Honor. They just walked up and straight up knocked on the door. Judge would pick up the gavel, bang it. He'd be like, well, then, I need no other evidence here. I think we've got a clear case of self-defense in the face of gross social misconduct. Case dismissed. And I'd be a fucking free man. That's exactly how that would play out. It's 2018 now. You have a cell phone. Everybody has a cell phone. In your pocket at literally every moment of every day is what would 20 years ago have been considered an actual supercomputer. There's no excuse for just showing up at my house without giving me a little bit of a warning that you're coming by. You have a communications device on your person at pretty much all time. I have a communication device on or near my person at pretty much all time. You just showing up at my house? Fucking no. That is not okay. Like I said, better be prepared to dodge some gunfire. Speaking of dodging gunfire, we're taking our sweet time here on this mission. We're gonna try and get the whole team back in a relatively okay position so that we can continue to go and take out this turret. Once we take out the main turret, the odds of those small turrets successfully causing us any significant long-term damage to the Avenger, pretty much zero. But there is a pretty powerful pod back there guarding the last of the wreckage itself. I'd love to be able to get into a position. I'd love to be able to get into a position where we could take shots at this without exposing ourselves to return fire. Alright, so the big cannon shot. That does, like, I think 50 damage to the Avenger. It does a not insignificant amount. It actually did 80. Okay.
We've got system failures across the board, Commander. We can't take hits like that.
Well, I'm working on it, Lily. The little tanks are also going to shoot now, too. And do some trivial amount of damage. Oh, we had loot over there we let expire. Okay, well, I mean, that's unfortunate. Keep moving forward. Let's get these people off of our lawn. That's really our overall goal. Just get them the hell out of here. We got to get the spot. We got to get eyes on that. There's a gatekeeper, like in this region. I think we can probably move forward a little bit more without triggering them. Yeah, alright, so the rest of the team, then, you guys just need to keep pace. We need everybody, like, together and in a blob. If we're gonna have to engage a relatively powerful pod, we want a relatively large number of our team all together to do that. Should be fine here. Moving 10 troopers, you know, takes some doing. At the end of this mission, what I'm worried about not is necessarily us being able to successfully execute this, because I got a pretty strong feeling we're not going to have a problem finishing this off. We've already killed the Chosen, so the biggest part of the heavy lifting has already been completed. What I'm actually worried about is our roster at the end of this mission. We're going to have a lot of people injured. Our willpower for everybody is already dramatically low because a lot of them were tired coming into the mission. We're going to have some problems for like 2 to 4 weeks worth of recovery time that we're going to need to take care of. That's going to be the real issue. It's not this mission, it's the next mission that may pose a problem. Okay, so we actually can see that pod and we can know exactly where we can go before we activate it. They also don't appear to be moving. What have they got? 1 badly damaged robot, 2 specters, and a gatekeeper. That's actually a pretty buff squad of enemies there. Everybody's gonna... This is the turn you guys are all gonna parkour, huh? You could have pulled that off next turn when it might theoretically have been useful. Don't suppose there's any chance of squad sight? Nope. Was hopeful we might get a couple free shots there, but... no dice. Beardo, just run up to the side of this SUV. Binky, now might be a good time to have you heal somebody. That somebody could be yourself. Who's the most injured here? Turrets, just be on Overwatch because I'm tired of cycling through you. That's the other thing I dislike about this mission. Cycling through 14 units also takes a minute. We actually only have 2 injured troopers, huh? It's Chris Boilermaker Varric and Binky himself. Well, if my choices are lose the lower rank guy or lose the Binkster, I'm going to choose the lower rank guy, so patch yourself up. We really, at some point, I've got to remember to do battlefield medicine so we can get... It's not even necessarily for the extra healing, it's more for the additional charges. Why does this say you're not activating people, like when we know that definitely will? That's deceptive. We're gonna bring you to, say, here.
I must run.
Knock around, you're on Overwatch.
I await their approach.
Binky will bring you up behind a rock.
Moving quickly.
Binky parkour, that's actually useful. We're seeing some parkour trigger. Overwatch, Overwatch, Overwatch.
I will watch.
And there's the alien turret. And now we've got to activate him. This has got to be go time. We're going to want one of our least useful teammates, not you, one of our least useful guys to run up there and pop him. Taylor Reese. Oddly enough, that may be you. Where do we want you to go when you do it? Like, be close, but also be in cover if possible. And in theory, only activate a single pod. We'd also really like you to be able to see the truck, which you cannot do from there. What about here?
My kin who remain bound.
Here we go. So we got 1 very badly damaged robot, and we did parkour, which is nice. We still can't see the truck. That guy conveniently destroyed a bunch of cover for us. The gatekeeper is going to be the official problem. The robot went on Overwatch. What's our chance at the heavy mech? Not good. Do we have anybody with a better chance or who could perhaps electro-lash that heavy mech? The only thing we can whiplash here is going to be the gatekeeper. Well, you parkoured, so you didn't use an action. You have a 1% shot at a Spectre. I don't really want to take... You guys also have, like... You have a 0% shot at a Spectre. Interesting. I guess we're taking some serious squad sight penalties because of the distance. We're probably going to have you just double tap the robot. I understand you don't have a great chance to hit. And then you went and did a thing like hit anyway. Oh, you wonderful, wonderful man. Well, let's get this Spectre over here where we can whip into him, because you're going to be the only man, really, who can pull him close. Pull him close and show him some love. And by love, I mean set him ablaze with a sweet ripjack attack. Nicely done. Now we got to see about getting rid of some armor on our boy, the gatekeeper here. Who has armor-piercing ammo? Definitely not you. You have venom rounds. What have you got? Expanded magazine, autoloader, superior scope. The other thing we can do here, like our other opportunity, still just a 1% at the Spectre, is to try and hit this guy with enough AP rounds, because we do have some. We can either try and execute him. You do have an advanced repeater. You have a regular repeater. That's not... Somebody has an advanced repeater. Who is it? You have an advanced repeater. And a bad chance to hit. That's the problem. A chance which, honestly, is probably not going to get much better. Although, we could move you closer and then bonus action you. Is there a way for us to get closer and also do something useful with our time? Probably not. Let's go for the more conventional approach of let's shred some of his armor. Boilermaker, you're not going to be doing much of use anyway and probably have a terrible chance to hit regardless. Could have you whiplash that Spectre, but it's only 6 damage. I think we'll conserve our whiplashes for potential robotic friends. And we'll just throw the old Granado out here. Shred that armor. That means every subsequent shot now, 2 extra damage. And we did get a little bit out of that. We're going to try and probably kill this dude just straight up with damage. You have blue screen rounds, Iron Giant. Go ahead and kill the Spectre. That shot can't miss and it couldn't fail to kill him. Now you're zeroed in, not that you still have a target, but that's okay. Can you... Curious about having you whip a plasma grenade, not gonna work. I really kind of want to get another grenade on this guy. You know what, turret? Take these shots. They will probably miss, but if they could maybe destroy cover or something, that would have been useful potentially. So we can have you come up here. You also have a grenade and a mimic beacon here, Riddick, which... You know what? I don't think we need the beacon, though. I don't think we're going to need it. 1 Spectre, and we're going to get this Gatekeeper. We're going to get it. 3 more damage. He's additionally shredded down to 2 armor now. We should have no problem killing this man. 63% here for Caldo Hunter, who I think we have go for the double tap. Advanced hair trigger, big magazine, advanced scope. He also has our AP rounds. You're zeroed in. You got to make this one count, dog. 73%. Come on, don't muck it. There you go. 8 damage. Getting closer. Binky has some shots here. He can... You know what, Binky? With the Spectre right there next to you, I think your better bet is go ahead and hit him with El Justice. Pull him close. Alternatively, you could just whiff it. Also good. We'll come back to you in a minute. Would have vastly preferred that not have missed. You have the good repeater, the superior scope, and the capacity to kill him with a single hit. We got him down to 1. You should be zeroed in now, so more likely to subsequently hit. All right, you got this, dog. Xander Cage. Triple XX doubt. So you head up here then. Now we can see the truck, which means we should be able to also shoot at the truck. And 59% for your justice. That's bad. The grenade is once per mission. You know what? Go ahead and do this. Get rid of his cover. Once we take this pod out, we can eliminate the rest of the map at our leisure. Which, by the way, we can now just start shooting at the truck, because now we have somebody who has eyes on it. The truck, regardless of squad sight penalties and range, the truck cannot be missed. It also does explode huge when it goes up, so when you cook it off, it really does blow up big. Not gonna get it this turn, though. You know, if we hadn't taken that 1% shot and then gone on Overwatch, we might have been able to get him, Pete. Well, that's true, but... Get drilled for 9, and then you're going to get drilled for 9 more. Can't miss shot, very likely to critical. The Babylonian puts the Spectre in the ground. Yeah. You know, they're a giant cloud of distributed nanobots, Pete. When you kill them, do you honestly think they're, like, going to get... Do you think they'll have a burial? Are they going to bury the bots individually? Is it going to be So that's a question for a Gestalt being, I guess, like the Spectre that's made from a cloud of nanomachines. When you kill it, if you were going to have a funeral service for it, what's the appropriate way to, like, memorialize it? Do you have one giant funeral, or do you have, like, a billion tiny funerals? I want to know what the appropriate reaction is. One mega funeral, a billion tiny funerals. Seems like a billion tiny funerals would be probably more expensive. Finish lighting you up. And this, for some reason, does 32 damage suddenly.
Good work out there. The generator is down and the cannon is disabled. Now we just need to mop up the remaining enemy forces.
Yeah, it is going to be a mop-up. Bradford going to start feeling a little bit like playing Viscera cleanup detail here towards the end. So we have leveled this entire area and set the whole thing on fire. Who has our battle scanner? I believe we brought one, did we not? We should have if we didn't. Okay, turrets, I just want you out of the way. Stop being activated. We actually didn't bring any... Okay, we didn't bring any battle scanners. I guess I didn't expect to need them, but we do have a mimic beacon, which we can... Actually, two. It looks like we can use to save our bacon. So let's do a little cautious exploration move up here with the big friendly giant. Or the guy with the big fucking gun. So no more enemies up here. Now we can see basically to the edge of the map. So no more enemies over in this vicinity, which means it's going to be another truck roundup over here. As we head this direction, we are going to locate enemies. There will be some over here. So we're going to need to be very cautious with this initial move.
I will go.
We're a little strung out. Nobody goes any further than our boy Beardo there has determined is safe. Our options for, like, additional mobility that we normally get out of our skirmishers, the one advantage they do tend to have is they are fast. But considering everything is at a stock elevation here, we're getting no utility whatsoever out of our grappling hooks. The only place we've been able to grapple so far is actually on the roof of that building. And as we come over this way, we're not going to be able to get any bonus movement out of grappling, so... We gotta play more classic infantry-style foot tactics, which I also like to call suck tactics, because they take for friggin' ever. Who here needs a reload? You do. You're fine. Anybody who needs a reload's gonna get a reload. Anybody who doesn't is just gonna go on Overwatch. Not that I really expect the enemy to patrol into us. If they were inclined to patrol, they'd have already started coming this way. And we are taking 2 damage a turn from those turrets, so look out. At the current rate of speed, 400 turns from now, we may have a problem. Can't see that truck, huh? Well, could move forward to get eyes on the truck. Not gonna do that, though. There's eyes on the truck, which means we should have shots at the truck. Assuming we can find the turret. Take it out. Hit number 1. We get another one just like that. That truck explodes. Left it with 1 health, but Binky should be able to finish it up because he does have line of sight on it as well. And this way, anything near that truck will also go up in a catastrophic cataclysm of flame. Free damage on anybody? Little bit. Looks like we may have hit a robot. We're not really going to be able to advance any further than we have, so we got to be very careful here. Dom, let's get you up here. And now that these guys have taken damage, there is a... I won't say a strong chance, but there is a non-zero chance they'll start coming this way. And if they do, we want them coming this way into an overwhelming cloud of Overwatch fire. This is going to be like them coming up to knock on the door. Be like, hey, Pete, we're coming over. We didn't call or anything. We just thought we'd come by. Holy shit! All these bullets are coming right at my face. That's right. Don't show up unannounced. We'll just overwatch the turrets. Not that they're gonna get anything at all, but Riddick, let's get you a little closer here, buddy. Also, because you have our mimic beacon. And Turop, we can't really take you can probably get you okay. You'll be here. You'll be fine.
No trespassers. Watch order confirmed.
We're going to take 1 damage from the gunfire this time. So now we have, you know, a sectopod. Fortunately, Overwatch Patrol is going to pay some dividends here. Mostly it's just going to pay dividends and wasted ammunition, but everybody gotta, you know, everybody's gotta hit the firing range, train sometime. This is good for our initial reaction. This is training our lizard brain. And if some of these guys can get hits, they may be able to do a not unreasonable amount of damage. We've got some blue screen rounds over here. We got some AP rounds. Somebody hit him. That was actually a blue screen round shot right there. There we go. Lot more misses than I'm comfortable with, although cool Michael Bay action and that you did blow up the car behind him. Man, this guy really walked into a fucking bear trap, huh? His armor still holds. Well, I don't know about that. He's only got 9 left. You and I have a very different definition of what constitutes his armor holding up. Dom, you have no bonus on your weapon whatsoever, huh? What's your chance of justicing not that purifier, because he explodes when he dies? You can pull Elite Trooper over, might even be able to kill him. Boilermaker, you got the blue screens, right? No, you got nothing. We got my blue screens over here. Ripper? Better? Nope. BFG? BFG got them blue screens. You know what? Here, let's do a whiplash first. Soften him up. He still does have all his armor because, of course, we couldn't shred any. Then we take the 100% shot with the old blue screen rounds. That's a dead sectopod. I was hopeful he might hit that purifier as well, but we'll take a ghetto shot at the purifier. It was supremely ghetto. Any shots out of Turret Town back here? 0% chance to hit, huh? Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'd hoped for better. Also a 0? Yeah. Well, we'll put you on Overwatch, and then let's just get the turrets out of the rotation so I can stop looking at them. We don't want to go to the right any at all because we're going to activate stuff. Beardo. 65% is not good enough. I don't suppose you can throw a grenade that far. Does anybody have a grenade who can throw one that far? Toretto? You have 2 potentially terrible shots. How's your justice look here, actually? The problem is, if you hit this guy with a justice, it is going to kill him. If it wouldn't kill him, I would let you try it. What's your percent chance? You know what? We can just spam this man to death. We have enough shots at this dude that, even though these are bad shots, we have enough that we can just spam him down. We have, and it turns out, Taylor Reese showing some surprising levels of competence there. We didn't even have to, like, we took 2 shots. We didn't even have to go for the spam gun. At 74%, my theory was we have 10 troopers on the field here. That's theoretically 20 shots. We just keep shooting enough, we're going to get the hits. By the way, get over here! And get stabbed and set on fire. Technically, we don't even need to shoot at you here, but if we were feeling particularly vindictive, I wouldn't have shot at you there. I would have just let you burn. I wouldn't have put you out of your misery with a quick tap to the dome. I would have just let you abide and endure your suffering. Much deserved suffering. But, you know, turns out Perfidious Pete, I'm merciful. When you show up at my house unannounced, I mean, I am going to take shots at you, but I'm going to shoot to kill. I'm not going to just kneecap you and then let you flop around on the lawn or anything. I'm going to put you down with a headshot. Yep, there it is. Car that we destroyed earlier in the turn. Not sure why you're focused on that, but been listening to Ariana Grande lately, and you're like, focus on me. So here's our other truck, as well as one pod of... And we got a combined pod of, like, robots and dudes. No problem. We've still got Mimic Beacons on tap. I'm content to actually shoot the truck. Ah, man, I was hopeful the truck would be able to blow up big enough that it might hit the robot. Well, take the shot at the robot then, because we want to knock him out of Overwatch. Didn't do it, though. Yeah. Well, then.
No ammunition.
You have lightning reflexes, right? Oh, that's parkour. We definitely have some people on the team here who have lightning reflexes. Where are they? I mean, it's not this turret, so... Double aughts. Yeah. You can see the truck, though? Alright. Can't miss the truck, so take the shot. Penalty is too egregious for you to shoot at anything else, but there's no reason to not have you pepper that truck if you've got to pop at it. Riddick, you have lightning reflexes. Well then, the only problem is I don't think you're going to be able to get close enough to draw the robot's fire. You in fact are not. So do this then. Go ahead and draw the robot's fire. I want you to. Thank you. This will guaranteed miss. And then we will give you a bonus action. Because I have to do this now, otherwise I'm going to forget. We need that bonus action because we're almost certainly going to need that Mimic Beacon. So we'll bonus you up. Takes one of our actions. And then Riddick will check the beacon for us. In the meantime, now all we got to do is just kill as much as we can possibly kill in as little time as possible. We don't really have great angles for anybody to work, but with the beacon out, we don't really need great angles. It's going to take most of the fire for us. We do want to make sure we can see the robot. Would kill for a little extra movement here. All you have is one elite trooper shot? That's bad. Binky, you should be able to get a shot at the robot from here. We're going to have the pacifier move out. Take the whiplash at the robot. 69% chance to hit. Shane Wolf does not drop us. Never mind. Guess guy hates oral. Confirm. So then, we could Wrath over next to that heavy mech. It's not going to kill it, and it doesn't leave us in a great offensive position. We need an ability that both does damage and moves us. Now is the time for a Wrath. Go Wrath this elite trooper.
I take a new approach.
Triple X. He parkoured. So parkour can trigger off of a Wrath, huh? It must be... That move must be considered actually nothing more than just a move. Because it triggers Overwatch, it triggers abilities that only trigger when an enemy moves into a tile next to you, even though it also has an attack as a part of it. That's a dead robot. And we're zeroed in. I'm thinking about taking our... Nah, you know what? Go ahead and shoot. I was going to say I was thinking about taking a Battle Lord and throwing a Mimic Beacon, but now that I'm looking at the situation, we might not need it. We might be able to just take everything down. Wrath your way over here. This Ripjack attack should kill, assuming it hits. Taylor Reese gutted him like a fish. We're going to be hard-pressed to have anybody else able to get a shot at this dude. You know what? That's a 0% chance to hit. I was going to say take the shot, but we'll put both of you on Overwatch just to discourage him. Richard B. Riddick. You could throw a Mimic Beacon. Alternatively, let's keep the Mimic Beacon like as a weapon of last resort here. 2-Rop, run over here. We may not need the beacon. 55% chance to Wrath is bad and still gonna take it. Well, it worked. Okay, see, this is why we saved Mr. Richard B. Riddick over there, because now that Mimic Beacon going to be real important. Like, we're going to need that bad boy now. And Archon and a Spectre. The Spectre is a little worrisome. The Archons we can fake. We can head fake those with the Mimic Beacon. And we got a non-zero chance. Pinky. What's your Wrath chance like? Pete, you're really taking some very, very low percentage attacks and shots on this mission. Like, you're really... You're right, I'm gambling on this one hardcore. We're going to have to beacon. So, you know what? Let's just establish that fact now. Throw the Mimic Beacon in a tile where everybody can see it. Just so I don't forget. And I have a backup plan for the remainder of the turn. Beardo, use advanced teamwork and give your bro up there another shot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use this to Battle Lord.
I was friend of battle.
Binky? Honestly, I think we're better off to put you on Overwatch here. Boilermaker, I think we're going to do the same thing for you guys. We're just going to take all of y'all and put y'all on Overwatch. Now, you know what? Justice this man. If you can pull him with a Justice, that's extraordinarily useful as well. It missed, but hey, you did kill a tree. %9 chance to hit. That is not worth taking. Let's Overwatch. BFG, y'all ain't got shit here. Any chance you could Wrath or... Nope, you can't do anything. Well then, reload. And now we just let the chips fall where they may. Oh, he had a free reload. You know what? Interrupt. This way, in the event that we get some Overwatch generated, don't miss this Reckoning attack. That'd be really super awesome. Like, if this guy... If you actually hit this Retribution... Perfect. Now you may not die. You'll probably wind up getting Shadowbound, and we're going to waste an Overwatch shot on this Spectre. Still did some damage thanks to that advanced stock. That's interesting. Lightning reflexes with an advanced stock, you still take damage. Huh. So he's going to shoot at the beacon? Oh, that ain't no good, boy. Yeah, especially not considering he critical, because now... Okay, we got to do something about those Archons. Nope. We need something that will move us. Yes, 80% to Wrath over there.
Repositioning.
Give him the shank. Setting him on fire is extraordinarily useful. He has gone into battle frenzy, however. He's gonna move, gonna get retributed again, which of course missed because it always misses. You're gonna... If that one had hit, we could have killed him on the way in and saved our beacon. It also would have saved our bacon. Our beacon bacon? That's bad. We should get another Battle Lord action here, but I don't know. So we can do a Whiplash. That got grazed and dodged. Not fantastic. I did put him in a battle frenzy. We could kill that guy. My goal is to... Okay, hurt this man. If he runs past both of us and we hit him with the Retribution, we might be able to kill him before he gets a chance to damage anyone. Retribution never hits anything. It never hits! Well, you got nobody to blame on that one but yourself, champ. You could have killed him. Why didn't you do that the first time? His obsession was immediately removed because he killed the victim. Okay. So, 8 to 9 damage, 100% chance to hit. I would rather you just kill the Archon here. Then we light up the Spectre, then we blow up the truck, then everybody goes home, because this mission should be over. Here, call their Hunter. No more damage to the Avenger. We have no idea how long it's going to take Lily and Dr. Shen to fix that shit, because they're bad at their jobs. Justice this man over here, pull him.
My failure is my own.
Fantastic accuracy, Cage. Good solid work right there. There's a tree in the road. know what? Could one of you guys justice this man out into the open so we can shoot at him without the benefit of cover, please? Thank you. Now there should be 25 people who can shoot at this dude with flank shots. He should definitely die. And maybe it's not a bad thing that we took damage from that Archon right there. At the end of the day, on this mission, being wounded may legitimately be better than just being completely out of sorts because of battle fatigue. Maybe the PTSD will take longer to heal than a gunshot wound will heal quicker than the PTSD will heal. XCOM is back and Advent is doomed. Also, guys, you ever consider salvaging that gun? It's some kind of big, giant battle cannon, and yeah, they were trying to use it to kill us, but what if we strap that to the top of the Avenger? If it's powerful enough to bring down the Avenger, or blow it up, don't you think it would be a powerful offensive weapon? We are mostly a terrorist organization. We could just set it up to target nearby cities and fire into them at random. They're Advent-controlled cities, so that still makes us freedom fighters if you're trying to justify it to yourself. Just indiscriminately firing on a civilian populace? Nobody's gonna mind, right? So shaken, tired, still active. Okay, so a couple of our guys are tired. Hell, Beardo's actually ready for more action. This dude's got serious willpower. Intestinal fortitude right there. We got a bunch of trash. Xander Cage is shaken. BFG. How come Xander Cage still has... Oh, we got so many negative traits, and this is what I was worried about. I can't believe I've let your nickname be judge for this entire time. How did I ever possibly not fix this? There we go.
This being taken from the Elders facility is unknown to my kind.
So what do we got? Shaken for 4... You know what? Getting hurt was better. It really, legitimately, being injured on this mission was better. Boilermaker's out for 6 days. Binky's out for 2 days. Riddick's down for 4 days. Meanwhile, everybody else, the Iron Giant, Xander Cage, 14 days, 15 days. We were right. Gunshots heal faster than PTSD. It's better to get your head... It's better to get, like, your leg blown off. Did we pick up any promotions here? We almost had to. It's a huge mission. Knock around. Reese picked one up. He's tired for 8 days, though. That's bad. Volatile Mix may be the best ability that is available here. Also, you know what? Take Zeroed In, too. I'm swiftly coming to very much appreciate the subtle power of Zeroed In. Whiplash is excellent. Any kind of attack that doesn't cause... You know what? Take Zeroed In as well. I think Zeroed In may become one of those things that just, like, if you're on the team, you have Zeroed In. It's just that good. It's one of the everybody gets this abilities. Like Raymond, everybody loves it. We'll have to worry about getting rid of these negative traits later because while we're shaking, we can't do that. But what I'm going to do is shake this episode just like a Taylor Swift joint. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you plan on showing up at my house unannounced, again, be prepared to dodge bullets or bring a riot shield because I'm firing shots. Right now, though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.